radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the news and events that make news in the global world.
Good evening. This is the 5FM Radio News, the headlines. The Tonse Alliance has expressed that it does not recognize the recently unveiled expanded councils. The government has reaffirmed its commitment to transforming Zambia's higher education sector. And key US and regional mediators join talks in push to end Gaza war. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie Banda. The Tonse Alliance has expressed that it does not recognize the recently unveiled expanded Council of Leaders, which includes figures such as Mutotwe Kafuaya, Mumbi Piri, Mao Sampa, and Davis Mwila. During a briefing, Patriotic Front Secretary General Raphael Nakachinda described the list as being fraudulently formulated, stating that it violates standard practices within political processes. Mr. Nakachinda emphasized that the formulation of the expanded council is not only improper, but also lacks legitimacy in the eyes of the Tonse Alliance. He says this development adds to the ongoing political tensions, with both sides now publicly at odds over the composition and validity of the newly advanced council.
But we receive members having made them understand our values and the rules of, the governing document or the regulation that govern us. We will not want to engage or welcome people through trickery, through deceit. Anything of that sort will not help the alliance to grow. Dignity defines balance.
The government has reaffirmed its commitment to transforming Zambia's higher education sector with a bold call for new investments and stronger partnerships. This came today in Livingstone, where Education Minister Douglas Yagalima officially opened the inaugural Higher Education Indaba 2025 at the Avani Victoria Falls Resort. Speaking on behalf of Hichlema, the minister described the Indaba as a milestone in Zambia's journey to unlock its full potential through quality education. Mr. Siagalima challenged institutions to adapt and innovate in the face of rapid technological change. The minister highlighted the launch of the Zambia Education Curriculum Framework 2023, which now requires students to gain practical industry experience before graduation. He urged universities and colleges to align their programs with real-world needs and to invest in modern laboratories, digital platforms, and global competitiveness.
Adaptability, meeting demands of the labor market and entrepreneurship. The Higher Education Authority, through this inaugural endeavor, has provided us with a platform for reflective engagement within the higher education sector. So let us reflect on the following. In 2023, we introduced the Zambia Education Curriculum Framework, which ushers in the competence-based curriculum. This innovation requires learners to graduate only after acquiring practical industrial experience.
The 2025 endeavor, hosted by the Higher Education Authority, is expected to spark key reforms, attract investment, and deepen collaboration between government, academia, and industry. The Lusaka City Council is stepping up its efforts to raise awareness on mental health as World Mental Health Day approaches on October 10. This year's theme is mental health in catastrophes and emergencies. As part of Mental Health Awareness Week, the Council, in collaboration with partners including REPSI, learn to interact, and Chainama Hospital has launched a series of sensitization programs in local schools. Today, students at Twashuka Primary School and Garden Community School were engaged in discussions about mental health and the importance of mental well-being. The council also visited Munali Girls Secondary and Kablonga Boys Secondary Schools, where students participated in activities aimed at reducing stigma and encouraging open conversations about mental health challenges. Lusaka City Council's initiative aims to support young people in navigating the pressures they face in school and beyond, fostering a supportive environment for mental health discussions. Through these efforts, the Council hopes to contribute to a healthier and more resilient community, in line with global efforts to highlight the importance of mental well being, especially in times of crisis. The Zambia Police Service has arrested a 29-year-old male suspect in connection with a robbery involving a Yango driver. The suspect, identified as Gift Banda of Chibolia compound, was apprehended by officers from Los Angeles Police Post, Kanyama Police Station, after a swift response. The robbery took place on October 3rd, 2025, when a 35-year-old Yango driver from Ngombe compound was attacked by three men armed with knives. Police Public Relations Officer Ray Hamonga says the suspect stole a Samsung Note 8 phones valued at 3,000 kwacha and a 350 kwacha in cash, amounting to a total of 3,350 kwacha. Mr. Hamonga says on October 7th, the driver received another booking from the same phone number used during the earlier robbery. He says the driver, suspecting the same group of attackers, quickly alerted police. After approaching the Chibolia grounds area, the driver identified it as the site of his previous attack. As the suspect entered the vehicle, he attempted to grab the driver's phone, prompting the driver to flee. Police officers then chased down and arrested Gift Banda. The remaining suspects fled the scene and are still being pursued. Mr. Hamonga commended the driver's quick thinking. The apprehended suspect is now in police custody and investigations are ongoing. A manhunt has been launched for the other suspects involved.
And alerted officers. The officers accompanied him in his vehicle to verify the booking. While approaching Chibolia grounds area, the complainant identified the location as the same spot where he was previously attacked. As the suspect entered the vehicle, the driver noticed three other male approaching from nearby makeshift structures. The suspect attempted to grab the driver's phone, prompting him to flee from the vehicle. The officers quickly pursued the suspect and his accomplices, managing to apprehend one male suspect identified as Gift Banda 829 of Chibolia compound. The other suspects managed to escape but are being pursued. The apprehended suspect is currently detained in police custody to assist with further investigations, while a manhunt has just been launched for the remaining suspects.
And in other news trending this evening, People's Alliance for Change leader Anford Banda has urged the Electoral Commission of Zambia to contract various artists to increase awareness of the upcoming mass voter registration taking place between 13th October and 11th November 2025. As farmers prepare for the upcoming farming season, a climate-smart agriculture expert is urging them to adopt methods that will boost their yields. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
The Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, has renewed its call for stronger regional collaboration in tackling instability and violent conflicts, which continue to threaten development across the region. Speaking in Nairobi, Kenya, at the official opening of the 20th meeting of Ministers of Foreign Affairs, COMESA Secretary General Chileshi Mpundu Kapwepwe warned that unresolved conflicts in parts of the region are reversing years of socio-economic progress. The Secretary General highlighted ongoing crises in Sudan, Eastern DRC, and Somalia, citing escalating violence, displacement, and humanitarian suffering. She called on all parties involved in these conflicts to pursue peaceful dialogue and urgent humanitarian relief. The COMESA Secretariat also reported progress in programs tackling terrorism, youth involvement in peace building, and post conflict development. The meeting brought together foreign ministers, ambassadors, and regional bodies to review peace and security efforts across member states with a focus on strengthening joint strategies and preserving gains made in regional integration. Hence the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And in foreign news, top US envoys and regional figures are taking part in the third day of indirect talks between Israel and Hamas in Egypt on President Donald Trump's plan to end the war in Gaza. Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner arrived in Sharm el-Sheikh on Wednesday, along with Qatar's prime minister and Turkey's intelligence chief, for what is expected to be a key day indicating whether progress can be made. A senior Hamas official told the BBC it had shown the necessary positivity in the negotiations and submitted a list of the Palestinian prisoners it wanted Israel to release in exchange for the hostages held in Gaza. And in sports news, Syria chief executive Luigi De Silva said Adrian Rabiot should respect his employer after the AC Milan midfielder criticized plans for overseas league matches. In February, Milan will play their Serie A match with Como in Perth, Australia, while La Liga clubs Villarreal and Barcelona are due to face each other in Miami in December. And now the weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
The evening is mainly clear, slightly windy, and warm to mild. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. The Tonse Alliance has expressed that it does not recognize the recently unveiled expanded Council of Leaders, which includes figures such as Mtotwe Kafwaya, Mumbi Piri, Mao Sampa, and Davis Mwila. The government has reaffirmed its commitment to transforming Zambia's higher education sector with a bold call for new investments and stronger partnerships. And finally, top US envoys and regional figures are taking part in the third day of indirect talks between Israel and Hamas in Egypt on President Donald Trump's plan to end the war in Gaza. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the happy world of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie. Enjoy the rest of the evening.